Hey guys, can you take a look at this log and tell me one thing which can be excluded from this to which will help us to reduce the alert volume. So this is a sample log for successful login and it contains timestamp, event type, event ID, user ID, username, IP address, user agent, location details, and then some device details which include device ID, device name, device type, operating system, if it is managed and compliant, what is the trust level, what are the compliance details, and what authentication type was used, and then the result if it was successful or failed. So, yeah, and I'm not asking you to guess, but think smartly. Well done if you answered it correctly. So, the answer is this: is managed true and is compliant true. So if we exclude the alerts for successful login when the device is compliant and managed, then it can help us to reduce the alert volume. And if you're thinking, what if the compliant and managed device gets stolen? So we will talk about it later. First we will understand what is managed and compliant device. So, a managed device is one that's enrolled in and controlled by an organization's device management system. This means the administrator, that means IT administrator, can remotely configure, monitor, and manage the device. IT can remotely wipe, lock, or troubleshoot the device, and the organization can push security policies, software updates, and configuration. So, this is a managed device. Next, a compliant device is the one that meets the organization's security and policy requirements. So security requirements are antivirus or anti-malware software is installed and up to date. If the firewall is enabled, disk encryption is active, operating system and patches are current, screen lock or password policies are enforced. And the policy requirements includes strong password or PIN is set, no jailbreaking or rooting, required security apps are installed, device is not outdated or unsupported. So, in simple words, these are the company trusted devices. Okay. Now think of this. If a user logs in successfully from a managed and compliant device, so how risky is that login? If we do not exclude compliant and managed devices, we will get alerts for every normal login. Because if let's say there are 2000 employees and they log into their devices at least for 10 times, so if for each login we are getting an alert, then it will definitely increase the alert volume, because mostly the employees log in from VPN IPs, and VPN IPs are mostly flagged by security tools. So if we do not exclude managed and compliant devices, it will increase alert fatigue. Analysts will waste their time on low risk events and real threats will get buried in this noise. And if we exclude them, alert volume will drop. Analysts can focus on risky logins and incident response will be faster. So this is a small tuning change with big operational impact. Now let's discuss, what if a managed and compliant device gets stolen, and that is a very great question. So even if it is stolen, attacker still needs valid credentials. MFA is usually enforced on these devices. Device can be remotely wiped and compliance status can change quickly. Now let's address the worst case scenario. Let's say the device was stolen, okay? And it was already logged in when it was stolen. The screen was on and the device is still managed and compliant. Now that we have already excluded managed and compliant devices from triggering an alert when successful login happens from these devices, does it mean the exclusion we have made makes us blind? So the answer is no, and this is where the defense in depth comes in. We do not rely on one single event. There are multiple layers of detection watching what happens after that login. For example, unusual location changes, abnormal process executions, suspicious PowerShell or command line execution, abnormal download or upload behavior. And that's why we have plethora of rules and not just login based rules. So reducing alert volume does not mean we are lowering security. It means we are reducing the noise so that the real alerts can stand out. Trust your layers, trust your detections, and tune smart. If you learned something new in this video, please do not forget to like. And if you are visiting this channel for the first time, please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.